Alright, we are live, and this time with Star Citizen. It should show up as a totally new video, and yes it is. So okay, that actually happened a lot quicker than I thought it would, and I had to spend a little bit of time just getting a few settings ready. Actually a lot quicker than I thought. So there we go. Done. Okay, so what's happening today? Well, what's going to be happening probably for the rest of today, and then most of tomorrow night, and then most of Sunday night, is that I'm going to be looking at the ships in Star Citizen. The reason for that is because it's actually a free fly kind of week, and they've given us access to basically every single ship. Well, every single ship that's currently flyable. So what does this mean? Well, you'll have seen so far, if you've viewed the previous live streams or the Star Citizen rookie live streams at least, that I have been able to get access to a few. Basically, people have spawned ships that they've paid money for me to go and kind of run around and explore and fly sometimes and stuff like that. Well, right now, every single flyable ship I have access to fly myself, run around, spawn whenever I want to, do whatever I want to with them. So, that's what I'm going to do. First thing I'm loading up is actually the hangar, because you can spawn ships in there really easily and explore them, get in them and everything, without the risk of someone else blowing them up, or accidentally or on purpose crashing into you and kind of screwing that up for you. So let's see, what do we have here? Well, this is the Starfarer Gemini, which the two biggest ships that are in the game right now are the Starfarer and the Starfarer Gemini. Now, I mean, from the outside, for me, I'm having trouble picking them apart, except from the fact that this ship seems to have kind of a different colour. The Starfarer that I have seen was kind of a silver. This is actually kind of like a camouflage green. So I'm actually wondering if this is kind of like a military version. Now, I don't know what differences ship variations have on the inside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there and actually have a quick look. Now, if it looks like it's exactly the same, then I'm going to get out of here. What I'm being told by Andre in chat is that the front has a missile launcher instead of a fuel scoop. So basically a more defensive setup, maybe. But for those of you that have never seen this ship before, it's huge. So let's see. Did I ever explore this area before? I don't think I did. Probably for that reason, because I can't really find anything to do in there. Anyway, so this is a cargo area, and with Star Citizen, cargo is actually going to be a physical object. Basically, if it's a small box, then someone would be able to get in here, pick up a box, and take it and carry it out there. So basically, if you're doing a cargo exchange with another player, literally you'll be able to do it with the other player actually coming in and taking it. But the thing with that as well is that you as a pilot and an owner of this ship, you probably want to guard against people doing that too. So you might hire another player to stand here with a gun and actually defend your cargo for you. Whenever you stop at a station, you might need to actually have someone to do that. You know, that's the scope of this game, is that there are roles that aren't even going to be defined by the developer. I think there's going to be roles like that that just happen. Now, obviously, this is above the cargo area now. You can see there's actually a lot of locations here, and it's really easy to get lost, which I have a lot. This is out the back again. This is a platform which is on top of, if you look down there, you can see the ramp that goes into the back. So basically, I guess this is where, when you stop somewhere and you need to refuel these big tanks, because I think these are fuel tanks, you would actually manage that from these screens, I guess. Alright, where was I? This way. Okay. This, okay, all the way around. Like I said, very easy to get lost, and I have done it plenty of times. And here is the cockpit. Pilot, probably an engineer type role there, and another engineering type role here. And you know, these are live positions. It's not. I don't know if it's going to let me actually when. Maybe it won't let me when we're actually in the hangar. Yeah, you can't sit down in a hangar, but yeah. So, as far as I can tell on the inside, it's pretty much the same. So that room I went in first was an airlock, basically a docking collar, probably for stations that you can't land on. You could attach to a docking, like a tube, like a docking collar, similar to what you would see on the International Space Station. And out the back on that platform, there'll be a fuel arm, so you can refuel other ships. So that's a role of this ship. Anyway, I'm going to get outside now, so that, let's see, where the hell are the stairs? I have got lost on this ship a few times, actually. Can I jump off the back here, or will that kill me? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So now I need to despawn this ship, which there should be like a blue circle on the floor somewhere. There it is. So, as you can see, I have access to the Starfarer, which I've looked at in a previous stream, so I'm going to totally ignore it right now. And I'm just going to remove that ship. Okay, so this is a vehicle slot size 5 and 6, as you can see. And those are the only things that you can actually fit in that slot, and those are the biggest ones that are currently flyable. So I need to find something that is 4 or 5, I guess, in size. One of those blue dots. I don't know, maybe... Let's see, it's a bit weird that they're not on the center line. Maybe because they're smaller. Yeah, okay, so this is size 3s. Where the hell is size 4s? 1, 2, 4. Okay. So, okay. We're going to go through the number 4s. Now, the Constellation, I've been in one of those, but I don't know whether it was a Constellation Andromeda. Or not. Now, the Constellation, if you kind of need reminding which one it was from a previous live stream, maybe looking at the front will kind of help you remember which one it was. There's a big kind of docking area right there that I'm going to get crushed by. There we go. So I think this is a different one to what the one that my friend Domeldel actually has. Um, it looks different in the colours anyway. So just quickly though, going from back to front, you have a ship-launched fighter in the back here that you literally get in here. It's not like Elite where you basically select from a menu and you're suddenly kind of in the ship. It's actually here and you go and you get into it. Or you can be, if you are flying the ship, you can hire someone or whatever to go and sit in the ship and basically wait until you're attacked. They can live back there, not do anything else. So there's various things like there's airlocks and stuff like that. I'm not going to go through all of that again. There's some I don't know whether these ones serve as escape pods, but there's beds there and there. I think all serve as escape pods. There's an airlock here that you would normally get in and out of. This is definitely different. He doesn't have kind of these benches and things like that. These are lockers. This is a weapon locker. Actually, in the latest video, the procedurally generated planet and everything that they did, I think it was this version of this ship. Because he came through here, he got changed into his armor, and then he picked up a gun there, and then went obviously, and then went and got his kind of vehicle out of the cargo bay. So yeah, this looks different. It's obviously the same ship in layout, but it looks very, very, very different, which is very nice because a lot of the variants in Elite are extremely similar, and they look different on the outside, but they look pretty much the same on the inside, and that's fine. But I really like what they're doing here. So anyway, that's this ship. A quick look through. Okay, so that's how you normally get in and out, is that kind of system right there. So let's despawn this ship. Was it here? Yes. Okay. So next, a Freelancer. That's another one that I have been in before. It's absolutely fantastic looking ship. Look at this. Absolutely love this ship, and if I had the available spending power right now, I would be buying one of these for myself so that after the free fly period, this is what I could fly most of the time, because I absolutely love the thing. There are a few ways in and out. There's a door right here. There might be a location on the bottom where you can get in, but there's also a big door at the back. And this has also been featured, this ship has, on one of their kind of demo videos as well. There's a turret right here, and this is a cargo area. And what I really like is that you can imagine this kind of all kind of stacked up and things, and it's kind of telling you not to stack it there, to keep that clear because it's turret access. But yeah, you just having to kind of walk down the side here because it's full of cargo. Would be really cool. And then cargo. That's an airlock up there. As you can see, a docking ring like the other one had. And escape pods here. And is this the door that I opened? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, and this is an engineering position right here, which I don't think I can actually use. No. Okay. Because I'm in a hangar. I'm not actually somewhere that you can use them. So these are obviously co-pilots of various types, and this is the pilot seat with the steering wheel. So again, I've already looked at this ship before, so these are just very quick run-throughs. Okay. So, the Vanguard Warden. Now, I think I might have had access to this on one of their kind of compare the two ships things, but I think its cockpit lights were messed up and it was flashing like crazy, so I actually would not fly it due to that. It was annoying me too much. Let's see if I can actually figure out how to get in the thing. Looks like this opens up, but I'm not getting a use icon. Oh, it was here, wasn't it? Oh, I actually flew this one quite a lot because I pushed an NPC from a store all the way to an asteroid and left him for dead. And yes, it had this same lighting issue. That like it's fine if you're at this point, and then it goes black, and then it comes back again. So yeah, that's just a bug that they'll fix. So yeah, I have been in here before. It's interesting, when you spawn them in the hangar, their emergency lighting seems to be activated. That's weird. This is a turret and a bathroom that I'm sure is very useful. And I think somewhere around here, yes, here, this is an engineering terminal, and you have escape pod beds, and not sure what's up here. There must be a reason for this, I guess. Maybe a pretty good kind of defensive position. If your ship is being boarded, you can stand there and slightly surprise people. And then here's the cockpit that I'm probably not going to be able to get into, but you can see what it looks like. I actually flew this on a previous stream, like I said. And lockers. Can't forget the lockers. Okay. I've actually flown quite a few of these big ships. I'm really quite surprised by that. They've given free access to these things quite a lot. So the Retaliator, I think the Retaliator was the one that had the messed up cockpit lighting that stopped me from flying it, because it made me not want to. So let's see if the cockpit lighting... Yep, cockpit lighting is still doing it. You see that white flashing? I hated that. So I basically didn't fly it. Okay, let's see if I can remember what to do here. Maybe it's on the back again, like the other one? Nope. Cannot remember. Now I could fake it and just get in through the... Ah, here we go, here we go. I think it's this. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I did explore this ship quite extensively, so I'm just going to be really quick. You can see kind of torpedoes. There's a lot of fantastic things here, like I think this was access to a turret. And I'm just going to continue, another turret. And then on this side, another turret, I think. And they vary whether they're on the top or the bottom, but I'm not going to take the time right now to look at that. This is an engineering position right here, right with the armaments and lockers. And this is where I came into the ship, this room right here. So there's actually an elevator on each side, which makes me think that this ship could possibly be used in kind of ground assault, where you're carrying a few soldiers that you need to get out of your ship fairly quickly, because otherwise why would you have more than one elevator? It doesn't make huge amount of sense to me. So here in the middle, you can actually see the torpedoes close up. I'm not sure if I actually walked through here last time. Then on this side we have another corridor with a toilet. I guess you might want to avoid walking through here unless you want to smell that, and a drinking area and shower, I guess, on this side. And then on this side, this is the actual walkway, obviously. You can see the torpedoes and things through here. And this goes up to an upper deck, which I'll go up in a moment, because right here you have a turret, and you have the cockpit with the annoying flashing light that basically was trying to give everyone an epileptic seizure. And this here is a sleeping compartment. I'm not sure if this is an escape pod either. And then this wall here is the back of that kind of toilet shower area that you saw earlier. And back to the cockpit again, so we're in the middle. And upper deck. Alright, so right here we have a window to the outside and turret. And it's interesting that they have the turrets kind of mounted where they do, where you walk across them sometimes. I wonder whether those are going to be kind of turning when you walk. Be interesting to see that. This here, I assume this is weapon storage. They look like the ones that are next to the hangars on the other ship. And then here, these are definitely escape pods. These are definitely beds that you should be able to hide in, essentially. So, yeah. Okay. Oops. There we go. Let's get down here. So this is a very quick run through, really. I think I need to go this way. That way was a dead end. Okay. I think I can open this and jump out. Come on, let me out. There we go. Okay, so that's all of the size 4s done already. So I'm going to remove that, because there was a size 3 fairly close. Size 4, I think it was back here somewhere. Size 3, there we go. Ooh, we have some alien ships. So I think that's pronounced Jan, like a G, Jian maybe, or Jian, I'm not sure. Apota Katu Al, I guess. So Jian Apata Keta Al. That's what I'm going to go with. Look at that. Look how freaking cool that looks. I was going fast on those ships because I've seen them all before. So, but this one I have not. Look how cool that looks. Like it. Okay, so how do we get in? Maybe it's a one-sided entry. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so let's have a quick look around. So I don't, let's see if I can press Z maybe? No, F4. Okay. So just looking behind, I don't see that there's any space there for him to go back. So literally, it looks like the cockpit is the only kind of inhabitable, I guess, if you would call it that, area. Um, yeah, look at this. This is. I mean, it looks alien. You have two. You're holding two balls in your hands instead of like a joystick or anything that is human-like, kind of. Um, so I'm pretty excited to go and fly this later, but I want to get through the the ships in the hangar location because I know that I'll be safe in this location, just kind of exploring them first. Oh, look at that, the floating steps, floating steps. Did you see that? And they all float back in. Oh my god, that's awesome. And like almost kind of alien insect-like legs even on the actual ship for the landing gear. And I mean, it looks like you have. Why are they red? Well, maybe I pressed something. Um, like that is kind of pointing in a weird direction. That it looks like there is a joint here. So I think that when you're actually flying this, it like folds out into probably some even more awesome looking awesome thing. And the thruster locations don't make much sense either. It doesn't make any sense for that one to be pointing back towards a location that's actually covered there. So um, wow, it's really exciting to be thinking about flying that one later. Um, I think this is Alien too. The Scythe. Wow. Oh my god, they've actually done a ship that isn't symmetrical. Good job, Robert Space Industries. Fantastic. It's like it literally is fantastic that they've done that. Like there's really no need for every ship to be. Look at these engines with the red lights. Like this, it looks like this articulates and like this folds out too. You can see joints. Oh, this is so cool. Like, look at this. This huge long gun that is just kind of attached on the side there. This has an actual ramming blade, I'm being told in chat. I guess the blade comes out of this bit. I don't know where. I don't really see it, but... Or maybe that actually is it, and this whole section just moves forward. But... Oh, this looks so cool. So, how to get in? I don't really see anything back there. It's full of engine. Um... Hmm. Being told under the cockpit. Oh, there we go. Alright. Oh. So basically this ship is like Mr. Garrison's machine in South Park. Is that right? Does he look in pain? Oh, I forgot to look at the other ship from above. Look at that. That is so awesome. Okay. Yeah, he looks like he's riding Mr. Garrison's machine. It doesn't look like it has the thing at the back though, so that's a good thing. Might have to let my dogs out in a minute. My husky is whining a little bit. I don't see any place that he can move backwards to go in anywhere else in the ship, so I think this is literally it, but that looks so awkward. Ah, that's really funny though. It is, you know, it's alien. Literally it's alien, and it makes sense for the control system to be alien. Um, so there we go. Just extremely cool. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I'll be back in literally 20 seconds. Alright, we're back. Okay. So what I really like about the two alien ships so far is that they are totally um, alien. Like it seems obvious to say that, but that's kind of how they seem. So this is the glaive, and kind of like I was told in chat, it's like very similar but symmetrical, and that is pretty much kind of how it looks. Like this looks the same, obviously different textures and things, different coloration. This is the same on the back here. The engine's looking awesomely cool, just like they did on the other one, and this does look symmetrical. Looks the same on each side. Like this is a big ship too, isn't it? Like its total wingspan. It's very thin though. Like I wonder if you focus fire, you know, whether you could kind of snap this whole thing off really easily. God, they've done such a good job with these models. It looks like the same cockpit too, so I'm not going to actually get in there. But yeah, they've done such a good job. Okay, and the Reliant core, this is totally new to me. One of my friends actually owns this ship. So I actually got in this ship once, thinking that it was his ship, and actually it was someone else's, so they just looked at me while I got out. So one of the things with this one is that all of the wings rotate. I think it's this one. Like I think the cockpit stays the same angle, and the wings actually go from being horizontal, they can go to being vertical. I'm pretty sure I've seen it do that. Correct, it does, I'm being told in chat. So I don't see any location on the inside that you can get into. Like round here, it's just this at the back. There we go. So I don't know what you would have here, like whether this would be a cargo area. It doesn't look like there's any kind of seating or anything like that, so I don't think it's really useful as like a troop transport or anything of that sort. Access point. Not sure what those are. Okay, so on this variant, this is for cargo. I'm being told again. So it looks like actually the controls drop down. This one has joysticks though, this one does not. Maybe it's not working. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, if I'm moving my joystick, it's not doing anything, so I assume you can't really move them that much in this mode. So you can see actually where it rotates. Those red balls, I assume, go round with it. And yeah, you can see exactly where it kind of rotates. And the cockpit area, the glass, and everything that's directly behind that needs to stay level is obviously what it does. It reminds me of Star Wars for some reason. Why is that? R2-D2. Yeah, it's the silver and the blue. And I'll look around the cockpit. Ah, these seats rotate, don't they? Okay. Told in chat, something I didn't realize. The seats rotate in the cockpit so that the co-pilot is under the pilot after rotation. How awesomely different is that? Like, seriously, like, props to them for thinking of different ways to do things in the same way that in, like, the car industry, you know, you have different cars, front engine, rear engine, stuff like that. It's just, you would expect these variations with ships in design and everything, and they've brought them into the game. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Next. Where is my... There it is. Okay. So that's all the size 3s. Okay, I saw a size 2 up here. There we go, size 1 and 2. So these are size 1 and 2, so some of these will be bigger than others. So the Aurora, is it the MR? Is that what I have? The Aurora is what you get when you buy the base game, which I think is $45, and that's what I backed for on the Kickstarter, and I got the Squadron 42 game with that. They're essentially two separate games. What I did is I paid $5, a whole $5, to upgrade it to the next level Aurora. So that's what you see here. Oh wow, this actually scrolls down quite a long way. Um, so basically, if you back the game for $60, you're going to get one of the types of Aurora. So LX is the luxury version, MR is the base model. Okay, so this is the base model that you get if you spend $60, which gets you two games. It gets you Squadron 42, which is a long, very good single player storyline. If you think of Wing Commander with a storyline, that's what Squadron 42 is essentially supposed to be. They've hired lots of actors, they've done lots of motion capture, stuff like that. They just haven't released a lot of information about it. And basically, what you'll get for Star Citizen, which is the MMO, is this ship. And basically, it's a little bit of an all-rounder. It has okay, weapon attachments, stuff like that, and you get into it like this. And this is your location that you can sleep in the back there. Oops, but I accidentally pressed in the wrong place. Dun dun dun. Okay, and the cockpit at the front here. So you have a tiny little location there, and then you have the bed in the back, which maybe I can use. Yep, there we go. There we go. And I mean, I don't know 100% whether the bed in this location can serve as an escape pod. Someone's made a good suggestion in chat that I'm going to actually do with the Auroras, because they are a small ship, so you can actually spawn more than one at a time. So let's do that. That's there, so maybe there'll be another one over here somewhere. Okay, there we go. So that was the MR, which is the base one. I have the LN, I think. Yes, okay. This is what I have, so it's just basically, I think there's a missile rack on the top that one doesn't have. But other than that, I mean, you can see it's very, very similar. Looks like there's another set of guns on the upper wing right there that I do not see on that one. And I assume it's, it's a little bit more heavily armored and basic stuff like that. It's literally, it was a $5 upgrade from that to that. So what is $5 really worth for you in gameplay terms? Because that's the difference that it's probably going to make. Okay, so next one, RSI Aurora ES. And LX. Now the LX is supposed to be a luxury one, whatever the hell that means. So this doesn't look an awful lot more upgraded than that one. Maybe this one and this one are comparable in some way. Okay, so 4 guns instead of 2 guns is what my upgrade got me, apparently. A nicer seat, that's the difference. Fantastic. That's great. Let's have a look at this. This is the luxury one, I think. So, come on, give me my use icon. There we go. Okay, so CL is the cargo variant. That's good to know. Wow, look at that. Honestly, that does look like a more comfy bed, doesn't it? Honestly. You have like a little kind of 5-inch mattress there. Just absolute luxury. Doesn't look like it's memory foam though, so probably a bit of a waste there. So there's the cockpit. I'm not going to bother getting in it because it. Actually, yeah, I'll get in one because then you can see the animation. Okay, so you kind of have to shuffle your way down the side, and you have your foot pedals there. You have various things that he presses. Blah blah blah. Okay. I got so used to hearing it tell me that my landing was successful. I was almost expecting it to do that. This, so the luxury one also seems to include kind of non-slip flooring as well, which is always useful, really. Okay. So there we go. So CL, that's the one that is supposed to be the cargo one. And I'm told it's supposed to have some kind of box under the back that isn't in game yet. Maybe you can see there's like a rim of something there. Maybe that's where it's going to go. But there's supposed to be kind of a box on the back that is for cargo. So yeah, it's not a bad kind of starter ship. You know, it's a range of ships effectively that's there. But these are the ships that you get when you back at the kind of lowest level is one of the Auroras, and then you know it's a relatively cheap upgrade. I spent $5 in addition to the what you would spend as 60. I think on Kickstarter it was only something like 30 at that point. So in total, I think I've spent $35 on 2 AAA games. All right, is that all of them? Yes, it is. Okay. So now I've done the Auroras. Let's do these. So the M50. And the 350R. $325A. Okay. Some odd naming conventions. Oh, I guess I'm in the wrong place. Where is my 1 and 2 size? Oh, must be back here a little bit. Oh, that ship's maybe too large. Maybe this is a size 1, that's a size 2. Okay. So, this one, I managed to try this out in a previous stream. Really, really like this. I was actually flying this basically as a combat ship though, and was essentially either blacking out or redding out at all times. But I really, really, really enjoyed it. The speed was really cool. And it's actually a racing ship because Star Citizen has kind of a racing stuff where you fly through rings and stuff like that. So yeah, quite a cool ship. You can probably be quite annoying to people in this ship because you're so fast. Like I felt almost as protected in this as I have when I've flown way, way, way bigger ships in the game. I've really And it was because of the speed. I just don't think people could actually hit me. So, what was this one? Where is it? 350R. Okay. Pretty cool looking engines at the back. It's interesting to see the wings, the side wings actually attached to the rear wing. What the hell is that? So I guess this can fire behind you then. Maybe this slides forward and then it can turn around and fire backwards or something? Like, what is that for? That's a confusing thing. Front mount slides forward, okay. Oh, when you get in, it does that? Let's see, where is the... Oh, it retracts for space, so its ordinary position is actually up here. Okay, that makes sense. I don't see any location that I could actually get in at the back and crawl through, so... looking for a use icon. Anybody know where there's a use icon? Am I on the planet or the moon? Neither. I'm in a hangar right now. Entrance just forward of the wings. Ah. Oh, that's actually bigger than I thought it was. Okay. Slightly off with the model there. Maybe I did get in one of these before in a stream. Maybe. But I'm not really sure what you would do back here. Like, what is this for? I don't see a lot of actual function to it. Okay, so it's an old design and was supposed to be where cargo went. What would you do now, though? Like, it doesn't seem like there's any use for that space back there, but...
Launch complete.
Oh, really? Launch complete. So... Oh, I've lost control of the mouse. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this thing on the top, is that going to be a... Oh, no. Okay. I could see the hole there, and then when I moved it, it popped in. So, okay. So is this considered a racing vehicle? What is this one considered? This is a poor man's 325A. Okay. Gotcha. I love the detail. Big fan of the detail. at this one. So this looks like a fighter. So this is the rich man's ship then. If that was the poor man's ship, this is the rich man's ship. It looks like a fighter immediately, just with the texture and the coloration. Single big engine. I think the other one had two. Look at the mountings. I guess that's why these wings are joined then, is that it allows for another mounting position, as well as this side plane here, and you know, these I assume at some point. Okay, so I guess I get in the same place, just in front of the wings, maybe. Too close, maybe. Ah, there we go. Oh look, the animation on this one's actually synced with the ladder. That's nice. So similar to the other one, I don't kind of understand this section back here. Maybe they'll figure out something to do with it at some point. It probably was cargo, with it being an old design like I was told earlier. Right now it's just probably a cool way to get in and out of your ship. Oops. What is this? Okay. It's bugging out on me a bit there. So apparently there's a bed that opens out in the middle section. I'll try that when I get back in there.
Launch complete. Landing complete.
Kind of freaks me out that it's telling me it's landing and taking off. Super cool. See, this is the thing with Elite Dangerous that I was talking about, is you know, you can literally, you know, you can zoom in, you can move the camera exactly where you want, as close as you want, as far away as you want, and their kind of third-person view is so limiting. You know, it has a stupid minimum and maximum range that just annoys me. So the bed opens out in the middle. Okay. Bed. Let's see. Is that something I can actually open out, or is that just something they've planned for the future? I'm seeing use over here, and I don't know whether it's the door or something else. Okay. Oh, there we go. I did it. I didn't even realize I'd done it. Okay. Oops. Sure, I'll submit a crash report. I guess they didn't want me to sleep in the bed. Now, usually when I submit a crash report... Oh, it actually sent it. Normally when I submit a crash report, the crash reporter crashes. Try saying that 10 times fast. Normally when I submit a crash report, the crash reporter crashes. Everybody in chat, 10 times fast. Okay, back to the hangar. Yes. That's cheating. Yeah, it will be nice actually when they are actually making money from, some of the first volumes of Squadron 42, because that will fund them more than their crowdfunding, I would hope. Okay, so it actually saved what was here, right? I think so. Okay, I was done with these both anyway, so that's fine. So I did the 325A, that's what's over there. So 315P and $300I. Okay. So this looks very similar to that last ship. But just like it's a base version. Would that be right? Like it looks very similar to the 350 even. 350, 325. So 315 is just the Explorer version. Okay, slightly different, different back, same interior. Okay. Yeah, I mean I don't see the mounting on the wing there. And yeah, okay. Yeah, but like it's very, very, very similar. And if it's the same on the inside, then I'm not going to bother actually going inside. So what is this one? I quite like white on ships. 300i. Ooh. So 300 is the base. Okay. No weapon, obviously, so that's to be upgraded. And no weapon on the wing there. No weapon on these wings here, the underside. It's kind of weird that they've put a center mount on that wing at the back. Does this look any different on the inside, this one? It does look the best in the white, which is kind of weird that this is supposed to be the base model. Okay, so it's actually pretty much exactly the same on the inside. Okay. Alright. So, the P-52 Merlin. Okay, so I've seen this one before because it's actually in the back of the Constellation. This is the ship launch fighter of the Constellation. And Cutlass. The Cutlass has a really cool design, so I'm quite interested to see that one because I've seen it flying around a couple of times. And Mustang. And there's another Mustang too, so I will bring that other Mustang in. Oh, there's actually a lot of Mustangs. Wow, okay. Interesting, okay. I think I've flown the Mustang, have I? Because I remember knocking the wing off a lot. Okay, so this one was the ship launch fighter, I think. What was this one? Merlin, okay. So this is what they are calling a snub fighter. And the P-72 is the upgrade to it. Did I spawn a 72? I don't think I did. Okay. So this obviously folds down. Two engines. Is it possible to actually get in from the ground, or is it something you can only really get in from above? Oh, there we go. Question answered. Look at the detail on this texture that is behind your head. But why? Okay, so very kind of basic cockpit. It looks like it's all a instead of all the dials and things and switches in most cockpits, it looks like everything is handled via a touch screen of some kind. You can kind of see that it's got backlighting, but there's nothing actually on the screen. Does this have torpedoes? Is that what those are, or are them kind of... Oh wow, look at that gun. Okay. I'm taking this ship a little bit more seriously now. Hmm. Yeah, I really wasn't taking this ship too seriously. I figured it was just kind of a time waste on, you know, for any ship that's attacking a constellation. You know, this is how you can waste their time so that you can get away. Um, but yeah, after just seeing some guns there, I'm not really feeling that way anymore. You know, if we can get through, like, looking at all of the ships in the hangar tonight, that would be really great, because that means tomorrow night, which is Saturday night for me, and then Sunday night, I can actually fly these things around and not have to worry about kind of exploring them. That's all good. This looks really different. Again, you know, they've done a really good job of inserting something that looks kind of very different. A lot of these things look a little bit weird, and I'm assuming that they rotate. I've seen that, haven't I? This rotates here so that the engine can actually change direction of thrust, right? Yes, okay. Or maybe that doesn't rotate, but this rotates. I'm pretty sure I've seen this ship doing that, kind of a vertical landing. Okay. So how big is it? See, it's very difficult, I find, with spaceships in space games to judge the size of the ship. Um, like it really kind of didn't look big enough for a man to be upright, fully kind of walking inside it, but here we are. Wow. This is different. Okay. Is that a toilet? It is a toilet. What happens if I press use? This is the first one I've been able to use the toilet. Okay, get me off the toilet. There we go. What is that? Trash? Okay. Okay, what does this do? There's a lot of things with this one that I'm just kind of wondering what they do. I think, you know, the reason why they have a fascination with it is because it's a fact of life with, you know, with space travel. You know, that's one of the things that everybody asks NASA about, is how they deal with bodily waste. Um, yeah, it's just kind of one of those things, really. Can I actually get back here or not? Do I have to press one of these or something? Oh. Alright then. So... Okay, so what does this one do? Oh, okay. So there's a turret up there that I had no idea was there. Okay, so... Oh, is this a turret? Yes, it is a turret. Okay. Okay. It's a shame you can't see in the hangar like the overlays and things, so that the turret actually looks like a turret. Because there it just looked like that wouldn't actually work. I want to close that door again because I feel like I'm going to fall out of it. Alright. You know what this almost looks like? Is kind of a paratrooper type thing. Like I almost feel like you could have kind of 20 players stood like waiting right here in a line, all kind of waiting to go and jump through this hole. Maybe I should be looking up a little bit more on some of these ships. So what does that one do? Shuts the door. Okay. That was very tame. I was expecting something to drop out or mess with me in some way. So you have 2 pilots, okay. That one has a stick. That one has a stick. Does that literally mean you have 2 pilots with this ship? Okay, so this ship is actually meant as the boarding and looting ship for pirates. Agile enough to take part in combat, big enough to actually carry loot. Huh, interesting. So that hatch at the back there is actually exactly what I kind of said then. It's the point where literally your band of pirates all jump out. The fan on the right hand side is highly amusing. Yeah, like I can see this being a love-hate kind of thing for a lot of people. The design of it, the look of it, it's not pretty, basically. That's the way that I would describe it, but I can see it being very, very cool to use, very useful. Like a like a lot of the ships are just very pretty. Um, this one, it looks like it's kind of extremely functional. Hmm. Like I don't hate it. You know, there's someone in chat saying that he doesn't really like it. Um, but yeah, it's it's not the kind of gameplay that I think I'll want out of the game. But it's very cool that it's in there. It's like I said though, you know, I like totally different ships being available in the game, and that is a totally different ship. Why is my UI messed up there? There we go. So what have I got here? So the Mustang Alpha, and was this the Mustang Beta? No, Mustang Omega. Ah, yes. I always submit my crash reports. Can I test fly it? Yes, every single thing that I'm looking at in the hangar is actually free to fly until the 18th. Um, so I'm going to be streaming again this time for the next couple of days, and I'll be flying them then. It's just that I want to kind of look at the insides of them and the outsides of them a little bit more closely than I'll be able to in a multiplayer environment. I think you know, with certain ships, there's probably people that just want to blow them up to kind of annoy other players right now. Because the biggest one that's in the game, for example, it actually takes 45 minutes for that one to spawn. So you know, I think if I wanted to really annoy other players in an interesting way when they have access to a ship that they don't normally have access to, that's probably the thing that I would do to people. So yeah, I think it's a good idea to have a look at them at least in this closed environment first. I'm going to let my dogs back in. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just been thinking I need to take them to get their rabies shots. It's not something that I even had to think about in the UK. There's been a few bats and then a few cats found with rabies pretty close to me, so they've had their shots, but they haven't had a booster in probably a couple of years. There we go. Okay. So, I think I spawned them all, didn't I? All of the Mustangs. Yeah, that's something that being British, you know, you don't even think about it because it's not even. I think it's been eradicated completely from the UK, but it's alive and well here. Okay, so I think that's all the Mustangs. Just get rid of that. So there we go. Okay, so I've definitely flown one of these models before, and I remember it being quite an okay kind of combat ship. The only issue was that maybe I wasn't used to its width or something, so I kept knocking the wings off. So I was flying around with kind of this bit disconnected, and it looked really silly when I was landing, because obviously it was landing like this was still here, but obviously it wasn't. Let's see if I can remember how the hell to get in. I seem to remember something underneath. Yes, no, no, oh, there we go. Haha, yeah, there we go. It was underneath. And then you have to be kind of actually ducking down because it's not actually big enough to walk, and you have to kind of crawl through here like a peasant trying to get to your seat. And there we go. So I mean, if you look at the joystick here, that kind of looks like an X52 throttle, and that looks like kind of a cross between an X52 and a Warthog. I don't remember that thumb point of view hat being on the side for the X52. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm forgetting. But that's pretty funny. But I assume all of these are relatively similar. It's just different levels of kind of capabilities in different areas. Does this have no engine in? Like, what's going on at the back there? Okay, so... Alright, can you let me outside? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so the back is for a cargo pod like that Aurora CL. Or was it CL? Or was it CR? Aurora CR was the cargo one. And this has a cargo space at the back that looks like it isn't implemented yet. So this is another kind of starter ship, right? Oh, there we go. I glitched out. Perfect. So let's have a look at the back. Okay, so this is where you're going to have a cargo section at some point. I don't want to get in, I just want to look. There we go. Okay. Let's despawn this, actually. all Auroras take a cargo module, the CL will have a double-sized one. Okay, that's cool. So it's actually a really nice starter ship for people then, really. So, what is... So what's the back of this one being used for? Like that was quite a big space that now isn't accessible. Hmm. What is this one? The beta. Okay. This one has living quarters? Okay, I've got to check that out. I didn't see anything like that before in the one that I flew. Okay, so this is a regular Mustang this side, and on this side we have a living quarters area. Okay, can I walk past this or not? It's kind of being difficult. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, I'm probably not going to be able to get back there. It's kind of being stupid. Oh, now I'm standing. And run, quick. Go, go. Alright, so what can I see over there? I see a place to sit. That might be a locker. That might be a locker too. So maybe this isn't. Maybe this is another toilet. They do like their toilets. So yeah, okay. No, that's not what I wanted. I can't wait until they get rid of the use icon. Seriously. The amount of times that I've wasted my time accidentally just clicking use on the wrong thing because I think I'm pressing on something. Oh, hang on. Am I stood on the ship? I am, I'm stood on the ship. Okay. So, these have some holes, don't they? This specific one here. Okay, so computer folds down by the bed. Lockers on the right. Bathroom, shower on the left. That's what that was. Okay. Okay, I'm glitching out with this ship. I never really see anybody flying most of these variants. So what is this one? This is the Gamma. That looks like some kind of engine in there. Is this for exploration? This one? Okay, so Delta and Omega are racing variants. Center section is an engine. Okay. So this is the other racing one? I think this was... Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at your engine. Okay. Cool. So yeah, this is the fighter. I think this is the one that I've flown. They did like a competition, kind of one ship against the other thing, and this is, I got to free fly this one. I don't remember it being this colour, but maybe it's just a different paint. What's in the back of this one? Okay. That kind of looks like a hatch. Does that open? No. Missile racks under the wings. Okay. Aha. Yep. Right there. So this is the military one. Okay. Very good use of variants, really. They it's a smart. Oh, don't glitch out. Okay. So there's not really any difference internally from what I can see, except from obviously a few textures. So just let me out. Through the wall, I don't care, just let me out. Come on, come on. Okay, it's not going to let me. So is it going to force me back into the cockpit? No, I managed to take the ladder. There we go. Okay, so being told there's flares on the back as well. Is that those? No, that looks like a thruster. Maybe. No, that must be flares. Kind of looks like there should be more here. I wonder if that's intended for a future usage of some kind. Anyway, next. So we did all the Mustangs. This cargo thing I know is kind of a standalone. It's the only one of this kind. So the actual ship, from what I've seen, is just this bit that goes over the top and the leg. This here is a cargo compartment essentially, and this is the one that's just mounted right now. So this isn't actually kind of the ship, it's just one of the bits that can attach to it. So I wonder if, can I detach it? I bet I can't, can I? No. So this looks very industrial. It looks exactly like you kind of would expect it to. Obviously for carrying heavy weights, it has this big landing gear that looks like it can compress quite a lot when you land. That's pretty cool. I've seen videos of the damage states on this thing too. Really, really good. Looks cool. Yeah, it looks exactly like I would expect it to look. They've done such a good job. Again, keep saying it, but it's deserved. So there's a cargo and a transport variant at the moment of this, apparently. Thank you in chat. And it has cool doors that flip up like that. Okay. Oops. I just respawned the same thing. Okay. It's 3 a.m. Let's see, how many do I have to do? Whew, actually quite a few. Okay. So, let's see. Bring this one here. There's a lot of ships in this game, isn't there, really? I think the Ghost is the coolest looking ship of all of them. And it's really just because of a coat of paint, basically. That one. Is that all of them? Is there 4 hornets or more? I can't remember. Okay. So, let's see, which one was this one? I don't know by sight. So, this is, I think most people call this the Super Hornet. Has this big turret on the, like rotating turret on the top. Lots of weaponry. This is a lot of people's favorite ship, from what I've heard. And just so much weaponry, missiles, guns, and just total craziness. The wings, I think, kind of extend out too. They're actually folded in at the moment. I think they fold out quite a long way actually, so that that's straight. I think so, right? And this can hold 2 pilots. Okay, and I've actually been in one of these with 2 seats in a live stream. Basically, the person in the back, which was me, was actually just controlling the turret, which was actually bugged out when I was using it. So I haven't actually experienced this being as cool as it actually is. Let's see if you can see the seat in the back. Oh, there we go. Well, you can see there is a seat, but see if I can get you an angle where you can actually see it properly. There you go, you can see the seat in the back there. And I'm not sure what else the person in the back would really do except from control that turret. But like I said, it wasn't really working when I was trying to use it. So yeah, lots of people really, really like this ship. And let's see, this one. Okay, so this is the tracker. So you have the Ghost, which is this one, which is supposed to be kind of hard to find on scanners, kind of less traceable, effectively. And this is the antidote to that, being the tracker. It's got some kind of increased tracking ability. There's profile pages for all these ships on the site, and it's actually, these are the ships that I actually read it. So I should be able to speak more eloquently about this ship than I actually am, but never mind. So future plans with this one will include ECM and hacking countermeasure stuff for the back seat of these ships. Wow, this cockpit looks a lot different. It's quite nice to see some cockpit variations of this kind too. I mean, unless this is just texturing and color changes, but if that's all it is, it makes a hell of a difference. So you can see a big dome on the top there. Maybe that's the actual scanner. Engine there. Maybe this is just one pilot. Yeah, there's no second seat on this one. Looks cool as hell. Okay, so the tracker, which is this one, has a large radar pod, no turret. Thank you, chat. I'm so pleased to be getting this done tonight and going through these ships. It means I can do a lot more flying the next 2 nights. So this is the Ghost, and like I said, this from what I've seen on the website, because I've never seen one in person, this looked like the coolest looking ship, and it mainly was because of the paint, I think. That's what really did it for me. Kind of the flat black, like a stealth bomber. That's all it takes, really. Just paint something in flat black and I'll love it forever. This cockpit looks very similar to the tracker, really. Yeah, maybe it's just a colour change that made me think it was a new cockpit. So I'm assuming this is single pilot too. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. So the Ghost has no energy weapons, all ballistics, and low emission engines. Less power, but a really small signature. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure I did read that, but I guess I completely forgot. The air intakes look really huge on the front there. Are they bigger than the other ones? Maybe that helps to keep things cool and helps them stay hidden. Yeah, single pilot. So, do I understand right that um, at some point you're not going to be able to get in your ship if you're wearing kind of heavy armor and stuff like that, because you won't actually physically fit? Um, I heard them say something about that. So this is the F7C. So this is the base F7C Hornet, I think, unless someone in chat corrects me. See, if I do upgrade from an Aurora, it's probably an F7C that I'm going to go for first, because I'll probably do my upgrades in stages. I don't want to put like a huge amount into the game. I would rather kind of, you know, because I do want to support it at least equally to how much I put into Elite Dangerous, which was kind of, I think the total I ended up putting in was like $220, and I feel like I've got that worth back. So, you know, I don't know. I'm probably going to upgrade at some point, but I want to do it in stages. Like I said, I think I paid $5 to upgrade within the Aurora family, and then I might move to a different family, which is the F7, and then gradually kind of work my way up, maybe, to the Super Hornet. Okay. So, basically you see kind of nothing on the top there. I think I've seen another one too, haven't I? Another F7C, which is an ex-military one, which kind of just has a hole in the top there where the turret would be. Is that not available for players then? Because this is civilian, right? Or um, so the F-7C has a cargo pod. Hmm. Oh yeah. Okay. Interesting. That's something to think about. You know, if I'm thinking about an upgrade, it's something to definitely consider. Okay. Okay, so the other model that I've seen is the same model, just doesn't have the cargo pod. Okay. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. If you're wondering, I do stream on YouTube as well, which is why I'm kind of talking and answering people that you can't see. Okay, I really like the Hornet, and I think if I do upgrade, it's going to be one of those. Okay. Next we have the Gladiator. The Saber. Now the Saber was kind of my goal. You know, if I could say I had a ship that was my goal to actually get to, it was going to be the Saber. It kind of seemed like the best fighter according to what was written on the website. Okay. Some of these I don't think I've ever seen before. Okay, what was this one again? Anvil Gladiator. I don't think I ever got to fly this, did I? I really don't remember this. I thought that they had this in one of the kind of ship versus ship voting things recently, but I don't actually recall this. It has a lot of weaponry. By the way, when I mute my microphone, is that really loud? Like, does it send through like a shock through the speakers? Because I, I was gonna cough then, so I muted my microphone. But if it's worse when I mute the microphone, then maybe I should just cough in your ears instead. Okay, entrance by the landing gear. Oop. Oop. Okay. So that's a little bit of a buggy entrance. Anyway, very nice looking ship. It seems very. Oh, it's basically the Hornet's big brother in terms of design, by the look of it. Yeah, this is a really cool ship, and there's also a back seat for the turret gunner. Okay. Oh, I see the turret. Okay. Um, like a top turret on a B-17. There it is. There's the other seat, and you can see the turret and everything back there. Cool, okay. So how would you get in that? I assume... Oh, I can see the panel actually where it moves. Maybe that's it. Seems like it's bugged right now though. I love the way that at the end there he puts his hand on there like that was all supposed to happen. That's great. So this is the saber. This is kind of what appears, at least, you know, with my limited knowledge, to be kind of the meter. Is that right? Like this is the ship to beat in combat. Looks like those wings extend. Like there, you can see the joint. Hi Jack, how are you? Okay, I keep getting a use icon, and when I press it, it disappears. This looks great. It just looks the part totally. Look at the size of those engines. Those are really huge engines. Do they rotate too? It's kind of weird to have like a wing, like a leading edge in front of an actual engine. And one seat in the cockpit. And I didn't see a turret, so I think it's a single pilot. And for this to be like a really strong ship like it is, this is something that I really like with this game, is that, you know, you can, like I said, you know, with Elite Dangerous, they limit their camera so much. But I love the fact that you can kind of go through and inside things and just look at the level of detail and things that they actually have with this stuff. Like this, I mean, I've just basically discovered that I assume these doors open and these missiles pop out of the bottom by doing that. And stupidly, that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to with the ship-launched fighters in the next update for Elite Dangerous, is because basically I'm going to be able to use one of those as a camera. You know, and how stupid is that, that I'm looking forward to them doing ship-launched fighters because I'll have a camera that I can move further away. Kind of just annoying to think about. Okay, what is that? Is that like a drone or something attached to the bottom? Why is it separated like that? That's the engine that's separated? That's a bit weird. I guess I don't understand that yet. Maybe someone can explain that one to me. It's an additional ship on the bottom. So where it goes up, is there like an area to get into it at the top there? That's crazy. Craziness. Oh, there we go. Okay, just additional ship components, okay. Not an additional ship. Okay. I love the look of their military cockpits. It looks like you think it should look. And I think that's probably the biggest compliment that they could actually get. This looks great too. It reminds me a lot of the M50, the racing ship. The cockpit dome, the shape of the front of the ship, and obviously the wing shape. I love the graphics in this game, seriously. It is absolutely stunning. And you know, there really is something. Like every single time I run out of Port Olizar or whatever, there is something every single time that I think to myself, they did a really good job on that. It's really cool to see stuff like that and feel that way. All right, so this one kind of reminds me of the space shuttle, like with the leading edge of the wings being black and everything. Like the overall shape, really, kind of looks like it's supposed to glide instead of have powered flight. So is this a favourite of yours, Dave? That's a fairly big gun on the front there. It looks... Alright. I'm not long over a cold, so all this talking for the last kind of... Because I was streaming Elite Dangerous before this, if any of you didn't know. Like 4 hours, my throat's starting to tell me it's had enough. But I only have like 3 ships to go, I think, so I'm going to keep going. Like, to me, this doesn't look like a fighter. Like, it almost looks like it was supposed to be something else and they stuck a big gun on the front. And maybe that's the lore of the ship, I don't know. Enter in back. Okay. Yeah, Dave really likes this ship, doesn't he? Okay. Okay, there is a door in the back. Okay, so I will enter in the back in a moment. Maybe I'm being really offensive to Dave by saying that I didn't think it was always a fighter. So So it has a cargo area that makes it a versatile fighter. Alright, so in the back, let's see. Not there. No. Oh, I actually was in the back of one of these once. Someone else had one of these. So this is a fighter with this compartment. What on earth is that? Oh. Is this... Hang on a minute. Why does it look like this should be... Can you detach, like, the back of this ship or something? So back area used for, in the Bounty Hunter version, cryopods and captured bounties. So it's like a prison cell in the Bounty Hunter one of these. Huh. And then this one is the EMP ship. So it... Huh. So that's what it is. It kind of looks like a flux capacitor. Maybe if we go over 88 meters per second, it'll send us back to 1985. The good thing about that is that Elite 1 will have been out a year, so the price will have gone down a little bit. There are 3 versions of this. Okay, so that's what the other ones are that I haven't spawned yet. Okay, I'll get on with that. So Avenger Titan. And Stalker. Okay, so the cockpit is the same. I guess. Okay, this is Titan. Okay. I don't remember seeing that on this one. Oh, it was on that one. Okay. So it looks like the same wing weapon availability. Oh, look at that. So this is cargo storage. So how bent are his legs right now? Okay, I can't look, unfortunately. It won't let me change camera. Hi, Fridge Shadow, how are you? Okay, so this will go through to the cockpit then. Okay, and that... Oops. Okay, I guess it wanted me in the cockpit. Which looks pretty much the same to me. Okay. So what are you guys saying? Okay, so back here also, as well as cargo, you could carry a kind of like a boarding party to be all piratey with people. It's interesting. And this one, again, looks like the same base cockpit design, same weapon loadout on the wing. This is different. So is this... So these are prison cells, essentially. Is that right? You shove someone inside here and shut the door. Yes. Seriously. Oh my god. Is there anything inside them? No. That looks like a restraint system of some kind, or is that the netting going through it? I think it's the netting going through it. Okay, they need to fix that. But that's very interesting. Can you let me look? They don't get much comfort in there, do they? Jeez. I assume this is largely the same here. Okay, yeah, this looks the same. And that's going to make me sit in the cockpit again, so... That's crazy. So, which one would you guys say is the smallest ship? Would you say it's the M50? Or is it the Aurora? Uh, this has been interesting. It's really cool to be starting to recognize some of the features of these ships. I've actually really enjoyed this, going through all these ships. You think the Snub Fighter is smaller in kind of size within the hangar, like actual physical size, or the M50? Okay. I'm so tired I actually had to read that question. So, yeah, I'm going to bed soon. My kids will probably wake me up in like 3 hours. But I want to do one thing first, which is to spawn the smallest and biggest ship, if I can, in the hangar at the same time, and then try to get a high viewpoint. The Dragonfly is kind of the bike, right? Kind of the land speeder. Um, I mean, if it saves you going at walking pace on a planet, then yes, I would absolutely buy one. You know, if No Man's Sky did actually teach me one thing, it's that if I get out of my ship and start walking, generally I'll keep walking, and not go back for the ship and then take off and fly instead. I'll keep walking. So, yeah, I probably would find like a land speeder very, very useful. Okay, so I'm looking for that 5-6 spot. It's not there, so maybe it's a bit further back. Maybe it's not in the middle. They probably need to do something about making these spots a little bit easier to find. Where the hell is that 5 and 6? Wasn't it actually pretty far this way? No. Come on, give me a blue dot. Near the orange circle, dead center. So here. No. Nope. Why does that say Gladius there? There's nothing there. That was weird. Three. 1, 2. Come on, where's the 5 and 6? Grr. Remove the ship, otherwise 5 won't. I did. It was. Did one of them say it had an item there? I've already had a Starfarer in here, and it was over to one side. So I mean, I thought it would work. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's probably not going to work, is it? Darn it. Yeah, I think it probably could have fitted here, but they probably stop it from doing it. I'm not getting any blue dots now at all. And obviously, the absolutely smallest thing in the game is... why can't I spawn anything here? Am I not supposed to be able to spawn something here? When you think like I could fit like 6 ships in here easily, and then this thing just takes them all away. Okay, where's that blue dot gone? I just saw it. Come on. I think things are being a little bit kind of buggy with me. Right. Come on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, the absolutely smallest thing that I think that you can spawn at this point, which would be considered a vehicle. It's not going to let me do it though, is it? I thought you were supposed to be able to bring in a vehicle, like a buggy, because I have one, but it doesn't seem to want to. Oh, here we go. There we go. So this is kind of the smallest thing, obviously. And as far as this is concerned, oh, and just to show you that things can actually interact, because I've seen people actually land ships in the back of a Starfarer. So I'm going to try to drive that vehicle into the back of one. Okay, it was actually to the right, wasn't it? About somewhere up here. There we go. So Starfarer. Then I'm going to get out the way. Okay. Then I'm going to open the door. So there you go. Just to show you that, you know, you can literally get in and out of another vehicle inside another vehicle in Star Citizen. And let's see, while I'm here, let's get a real appreciation by going up in an elevator and getting an elevated view before I sign off. Get 10 of them in there. You probably could, couldn't you? Easily. So yeah, to sum up, this is a very large ship. I think that kind of says it all, really. Anyway, I'm going to close off by saying something boring, which is that if you are interested in buying Star Citizen, then they offer a package for $45, which gives you an Aurora, which is one of the ships that I showed really early on. And if you pay them $60, then it gives you the Squadron 42 single player campaign game as well. If you want to do it, then basically if you do it through my link, which is on the screen, then eventually I might get a free ship out of it, and you, when it comes to playing Star Citizen, will get 5,000 extra UEC, which is the in-game credits that you can buy munitions and ships and everything eventually with it. So there's information on the screen as well. You can use the ref info link for that one. But if you don't, then that's fine, obviously. Um, and yeah, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody in chat who has been fantastic and kind of guided me through a lot of these things. The whole way through, actually, my Star Citizen streaming, you guys have just been fantastic. I really appreciate the Star Citizen community. I think people have actually spent their evenings sometimes sat in my chat, actually helping me out, answering my questions, everything like that. So yeah, it's just been absolutely fantastic so far. Looking forward to tomorrow night and the night after when I'll actually be flying the ships instead of just kind of looking at them inside and out. So yeah, that should be really interesting. And I want to, like I was saying earlier, I want to spend a little bit of time actually blowing them up too and looking at the damage states, looking at which wings you can actually shoot off by getting in a good shot, basically things like that, which I think will be interesting for me at least. Again, thank you very much. Be sure to follow and subscribe, and I will see you guys all tomorrow night. Thanks. Bye.